All right, guys, so we are starting on training. Lincoln definitely has his challenges. I've seen them, I've experienced them. Get a little bit more light in here so you can see him, see me. But we're gonna get there. It's gonna take time. The whole thing with training, I want you to look at this as a maturation process for him, okay? Each of these videos I'm gonna show you is gonna kind of put these pieces together on what to do. So, what I want you to start doing, he needs to have a certain time of day where he has the leash and the harness on. That's what we're doing with him, okay? So he needs that reaction time to be able to get through to him, because without that, he's gonna pay attention to her if you see her walking back and forth. So, to start on the settling process, treats are fine, but he needs the leash. He is very, very hard-headed right now, and we're gonna break through to him. So you step on the leash, we're gonna work on capturing behaviors, okay? Just automatic behaviors. Get him used to that. Take a step away from the leash, come back, offer him another treat for the settling behavior. Okay, I know that he knows how to downshift. I know he knows how to do that, but what this is doing is this is training him to just watch that impulse control, okay? It's very simple. So see, this gives us a great learning opportunity. So without the leash on, it'd be much more difficult. But I have the leash on, and then I can work on my luring. And then capturing behaviors. This is the behavior modification. Nice job. Thanks, bud. Then he gets the reward for the yielding behavior. Keep him engaged. Good. Very, very simple. He can start to learn his bite inhibition this way too. I will show you. Yeah, he's definitely at the point where he's got to train with his leash on. Otherwise, we're going to lose control. So you're going to see a lot of his training this week with this leash on, especially as he's learning. Walk him around. Come on. And he can start to learn those movements. I want you to notice I drop my shoulder. Even without the treats, that means come. Okay, that's how he's really learning off these hand signals. We walk back. Here we go again. Watch. Good. And he starts to redirect. The reason why he wants to go that way is one of my dogs, little Riggs, he is back there with an enrichment treat. So I thought this was a good chance to send him his first video. So the big things you want to do is I want you to trust yourself, trust the process with him. Okay, so let's take it from the very top and show you a little bit about what I'm doing here. So if there's times when you guys are really stirring about the house and he's not in cuddle time, cuddle zone, or if he is not listening, he's getting over threshold, good. This leash is going to be a great friend of yours, okay? And then we can actually use this exact same exercise to do it in public spaces, okay? So for him, put the leash on, have him exist around the house. To get him primed is what I call it, just like you would like a weed eater. Just getting him ready. Just getting him ready. I just work on eye contact. Very simple eye contact. And he's getting a little tired right now, as you can see. Because we had some friends go home. Come here. But when you offer eye contact and simple eye contact, what that starts to do is he starts to innately look up, check in, and then you can exact your hand signals with him. So I want to be able to get through to him in that way. It may take a little more time than we want, but he is very good. Come here. Good. I just need him to be stationary and to yield. So you can do this for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes around your house. Get him used to following you. And then when he's really over threshold, you can hold this leash and pulse it just like that for a good sit. And you can control his jumping too. A lot of things. Pull up on the leash. Hey, Walk into him. Good. And what that does there, it's not a domination tactic. It is to show him that we are coming into your space too. We are going to challenge your space if you're going to challenge mine. Okay, it's all about giving getting what you give back. There we go. So I want to show him what I want him to do. I want to show him how I want him to behave around my pack. Now, yesterday was observation. Yesterday was just watching him interacting. We had a friend come over for dinner. That kind of stuff. But he did great. The sick dog is now home. So now, I'm waiting. Okay, so we've primed him. We've got him ready. We've been able to get him focused. And that's where our eye contact comes into play. He doesn't have to give a sit. I would like it if he did. So if you really want to force the sit, you can step into him. He is tough. You are tough, buddy. But when you see this kind of stuff, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged. I've seen it all with dogs. I think the mark of like being a really good dog handler is just knowing that sometimes you're not going to always get exactly what you want from them because they have their own ideas sometimes. So now, to close out the video, we're going to drop the leash. So first you're going to prime him. You're going to lure him around. You're going to work on redirections around the house. Okay, and what a redirection is he's just going one way or trying to do something else. And you want him to come that way. We're going to keep it simple, but what we can do is we can transfer these into no jumping. We can transfer this into an off and a few other things. So he's going to go down here. Let's just turn the camera. Take a look. That's a pretty good redirection right there. Surprised he didn't knock over the camera. So, and as you just kind of exist with them around the house, you're going to have moments like that. Okay? It's not all about the treats. What I mean by 1, 2, 5, 10 is it can be treat time. You can really focus on treats and that, or you don't even have to. But I want to encourage you guys to know just that you really only have to do training with him after you guys feel comfortable doing it for that amount of time. What I really tell a lot of clients, in my experience, training really comes just throughout your day with your dog on how they are being and giving them, come on. Good. So see, I want you to get to this point. You see this right here? Very nice, sir. And that comes quick. That comes from just doing that this morning. And if he keeps trying to come over here, which I know he will, we can just set that boundary right there. Let's get that. There you go. There's that hallway. Doesn't even have to be treat related. So I just want you to kind of see what the training looks like. Okay, see what these fundamentals are. I'm really big on the fundamentals of training, just the simple stuff. Just this ways that I can relate to him. I hope you can see him. He's walking around the table here. Turning it around. This is good. So see now, here's an opportunity I have to work on boundaries in our kitchen, boundaries on our counter. Come on. Come on. Give him one of these. This is the behavior modification stuff. See, we're not like teaching him to do something with just a hand, but we're really getting through to him and affecting his behavior. This is the stuff you really need to learn. He said no. He said no. Come on. Come on. And then just be firm. I know you didn't see that. We're going to hang out for another minute or two. Normally training videos are 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to go a little bit over. Hopefully I have my phone on airplane mode, so if I get a call, it doesn't get interrupted. But see, this is how he starts to just follow me around. And it's tedious. It's tedious for pet parents, but it works. I promise you it works. It's much better than him not maturing and not progressing. It's a good place. Thank you, sir. You're a very cute dog. Very sweet dog. We're going to teach you some bite inhibition as well with the leash. And do a lot of stuff with them. Okay, we want him to do these things naturally. And so another thing that I do that you'll see perhaps in our training sessions is I'll sit down and I'll just be here refereeing and just managing. Just little stuff, body blocking, things like that. But he certainly is getting a good workout here mentally and physically. We'll have a better night. It's really no big deal. It is what it is. It's part of the job. I'm fortunate enough that I get to work from home a lot, and so kind of a crummy night of sleep doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but we're happy to have him, and thank you guys so much, and we'll talk very soon. Bye-bye.